How's it going, everyone? My name is Dave, and if this is your first time here, then I want to welcome you to my channel and another 2-minute devotion. Well, today I want to talk about being the image of God. I mean, what does that even mean? Is it like that we're God's Instagram account or something? Like, should we double tap ourselves? That seemed a lot funnier when I was thinking about it, but not when it came out of my mouth. Well, let's just put 2 minutes up on the clock and we'll get down to it. So about 6 years ago, I took up photography, and I had no idea at the time that I would actually be using it to pass my faith on to my 3 daughters. You see, one of my girls has dyslexia, which means she has some trouble reading, but she's able to understand these complex ideas and concepts through images and illustrations. So a few years ago, I started teaching her the Bible using a few of my photos to help anchor the story. I'm pointing here because there's some of my photos on the wall over there. And I watched as her understanding of theology and faith just started to grow. And the thing is, these little early morning lessons that I would have with her eventually became devotions that I started posting to my Instagram account that are now read by like thousands of people every morning. It's crazy what has happened, but I'll leave a link to my Instagram account in the show notes so that you can check it out yourself. See, I think the photos worked because theologian Leonard Sweet says that images are the language of the 21st century. And another pastor named Shane Hips. And another pastor named Shane Hips, he says that words are brain protein, but images are brain candy. And see, I think Jesus knew all of this. And while he didn't have a digital camera, he did always teach using illustrations called parables. I bet Jesus would have been an amazing photographer. That's terrible. That was gross. Jesus was always painting pictures and using metaphors to get his point across, and maybe that's why his message has stayed so relevant for more than 2,000 years. And here's the thing, I believe that today we will all project an image of God through the words that we say, the things that we do, the way that we behave, and the things that we post on social media. Because how we act, what we say, how we serve tells people about God, because we are made in his image. And in that way, we kind of are like God's Instagram account, because the things that we say and do will either cause people to stop and consider God or to just scroll past him. And that leads us to the QOTD, the question of the day. What picture will you show the world today about your faith? What will your attitude, words, and behavior tell people about Jesus today? Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. If this was helpful, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. That's always super helpful, and I will see you next time.